we had 2 offers coming in today. We had 20 offers on this last one, right? And you're getting all these offers coming in, right?
Yeah.
So how does that work? So this guy
On
has
our
an offer, and
listing?
this guy has an offer, and this guy has an offer. So if we're getting the price, where does that land? What's the final offer? How does that?
Okay, so say for like one of our listings, is that what you're saying? So if we
Yeah.
have a listing and we're getting all these offers in, where do we land on price?
Yeah.
So basically, we can do either a multiple counter to all of them, stating, or we pick the top, because if like one of our last listings, we was listed at 619, we had 20 offers, so if we have 20 offers, do we want to respond to them all? Most likely not. We want to pick the top ones and either do a highest and best, or we come up with a price that the seller feels like, I'd be happy getting this, because sometimes if you do a highest and best, what we found is there becomes buyer remorse. They think about it. They're like, oh, I shouldn't have done this or that. It happens sometimes. So, sometimes the seller's like, if I get this amount, I'll take it and run,
Yeah.
And the buyer's really happy too, because they're like, oh, they could have gone higher, but we got this.
Yeah.
And it was like $60,000 more on our last one that we did.
Wow.
Over asking.
That's cool.
Wow.
Right on. And that's what's brilliant about working with a local agent, right? Because you guys understand, you have the pulse on the market, you're in the market, you're actively already doing all these deals, and so you're comping, you know what's going on.
Right.
Because I remember talking to Vince the other day, and he said, oh, we had an out-of-town agent come in. He came in from a different market.
Right.
And everything went to shambles. Right.
Right, yeah.
So that was kind of like, oh my gosh. So that does happen. It's a real thing.
It does.
Right? If you have
it
someone
does.
coming from down south or from up north from a different market, they don't have the pulse on what's going on here in North County, paradise, so.
North County is paradise. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure. So take me down that path a little further and elaborate on the importance of having a local agent.
Yeah, well, definitely, I think it's important knowing the market, because if you're in Oceanside or Encinitas or, anywhere in North County, like you can be 2 streets over and one property could be $200,000 more. And if you don't know what you're doing, you could cost a client a lot of money, especially in making offers, if you waive appraisal, there's lots of things. So it's really good to know the market and know, hey, if you like this place, speaking on buyers, if you like this home, what about this other part of the area? You might like that. So I'm finding buyers, and working with sellers and knowing the area is really good as well, because we're already working with I think we have 20,000 buyers in our database.
Wow.
So, we know the area, but we know the market and we know who to market to,
Yeah.
So.
That's cool.